Could exploit Gaisley's speed?
No, I don't think so. I certainly thought we talked about transitional play against these guys. A couple of the keys of the game. We thought that through the neutral zone, if we could transition the puck, and use our speed wide. I thought just watching them play against St. John's and then Wilkes-Barre last night, the defense held the dots quite a bit and backed in both those games. So I thought our wingers or our forwards in general with the speed could take them wide. And I thought we did a pretty decent job of that throughout the game, but certainly in the middle area of the game we did that pretty well.
His other two-goal game for Hershey was on February 15th last year. Is there some kind of statement in there about his Valentine's prowess?
I don't think so. I'm just happy that he's on the board. He actually, he's played pretty well and seems to have some chemistry with Newberry and Brown, since we put them together there last week against Wilkes-Barre. So you need that secondary scoring, and I think Gaisley's got some, he's got more offensive ability than he realizes, and so it was nice for him to, get some scoring from that third line, so to speak.
Given the number of road games you got coming up pretty fast, talk about the importance of winning as many home games here with your great home record right now.
Well, we've talked to this a number of times this year, and someone asked me today when was the last time we lost the game, and I can't even tell you, to be honest with you, because I just so focused on the week-to-week thing, and that's all we talk about within the room. We don't worry too much about March. I mean, in the back of my mind, I certainly know what's coming up once we get to that month, but we just got to take care of business here and continue to pile up the points here in February as best we can, and hopefully that'll set us up that we're in a really good spot come March, when we know it's going to be it's going to be a difficult schedule, but I think we've been playing well on the road of late, and hopefully that's a good sign with the number of road games we have come in March and April.
And along that same lines, there's 12 straight games that you've gotten at least 1 point. It looked like there's a real message to, look, you can't let your foot off the gas. I mean, you're playing these guys tonight, and they're out of the playoffs. If the season ended today, they're only 8-9 points out.
Oh, absolutely. And, they were ninth today, 2 points out going into tonight's game. And, Wilkes-Barre is playing really well. They were 8-1 in their last 10 going into tonight's game. So, as well as we've been doing and piling up the points, as just other teams are too. And, we talked a little bit today as well, not only the division title, but, with the amount of games we're winning, the conference is still up for grabs. But, Manchester goes to win today. So you're absolutely right. You can't keep the foot off the gas. We just got to keep playing consistently and playing the right way as best we can. And hopefully that the results will be wins.
Point streak is at 12. Last time this team had a streak that long was a 12-game winning streak in 9-10. What does that say about this group, that you're starting to draw parallels mathematically?
Well, I think this team certainly has the ability to play the right way when it's needed, and I think we went through the growing pains in November and December with our offense, but I go back, we've played a lot of good hockey November, December, where we just weren't getting goals, and we didn't mind the way we were playing, and we kept preaching and play the right way, and we made some little tweaks to the systems overall, and when the puck finally was going in, it helped the wins and certainly helped the confidence of the players, because now all of a sudden when you get down a goal, or even when you get down two, you're believing that you can win the game and come back. So we found ways here recently to win different kinds of hockey game. Last night 1-0. We can play in that type of game, and tonight we were able to get 5. So it's important that you're able to win every kind of game that's happens throughout that 60 minutes, and I think it's very impressive from the group right now that they're able to do that.
It's 8 in a row for Gruby, too. What do you see in his game that's making him so consistent?
Well, confidence. There's no doubt about it, and you can see that he's moving well and seeing the puck well, and I'm sure he's feeling real good about his game, and the guys to truly protect him in front of the net. I think for the most part, on any given night, we're we preach about protecting the middle of the ice as best we can, and he's going to make the saves. And last night he was our best player in that first period. We go in there on the road and they haven't played in a week, and he was our best player early, and then we got our legs and played a real good hockey game the rest of the way. So he's a guy that seems to be feeling real good about himself, and the kid's going to play in the NHL at some point here, but it's nice to see him on a roll. And as we all know, it's to win any kind of championship, you have to have a lot of luck, but your goaltender has to be your best player.
Landry left in the second and came back. Was that equipment or physical?
It was physical, upper body, but he's fine, and he just got hit there in the corner, but came back and finished the game, and I don't foresee any problems for him to play tomorrow.
You got a quick turnaround tomorrow. Do you do anything differently in the early part of the game?
Well, it's we're going to talk about it here tonight, just get a feel for Bridgeport. They're coming off 2 losses of 6-3 and 5-2 here, so I'm sure they're going to want to try to get back on track tomorrow, but this is certainly the toughest stretch in terms of the 3-3, of the 3-3s that we've had so far this year. So we'll just go in there and try and manage the game early, and if we have to make some adjustments system-wise in terms of backing off, and we'll do so. But I think it's just about puck management and playing the right way and shift lengths and those kind of things. I don't think it really comes down to system play in the 3-3. It's just about playing smarter and doing the right things at the right time. And it's not about individual play on a 3-3. It's about finding a way to somehow muster the 2 points, and we'll do our best to do that tomorrow.
I'm assuming with the 2 for 2 so far, Stevenson will not make the trip and stay behind.
Yeah, he's going to stay behind, and he's come along real well, and from what I gather here, he's going to be available to play against Bingo next week, so he's riding the bike right now. He'll probably get on the ice Monday, and hopefully be in a full contact practice by Wednesday, which would put him available for Friday.
One last one. What weather reports have you guys gotten for this trip you're heading off into?
Well, before the game, I know Doug had spoken to the owner in Bridgeport a couple times today, and thought that everything was going to work out, that the most of their damage was going to come in the early, tomorrow morning, and we'd be already there. So in terms of getting out of here, I'm not really sure right now, but the reports from Bridgeport was, if we can get there, we should be in good shape to play the game, and then it would be done by the time we would leave there late tomorrow afternoon. Okay, thanks. See you next week.